Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And it looks as though things are ramping up and that Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Murrell may well be arrested again, only this time they could be charged. And obviously this is about the accounting irregularities, shall we say, in the SNP's books. This has got nothing to do with the death of 5,500 people. That will come at a later stage, we hope. But initially, it could be as early as today that they are invited back to the station for another interview, this time with, leading to charges. So it's a breaking story, and it will chop and change as we go on. But we're going to take a look straight at the piece here now, and to see why it is going to come to a head very, very soon. And the SNP are deeply, deeply worried because they really don't want to drop saintly Nick. They wouldn't suspend a membership. But I think it's now coming to the point where they may well have to. They may indeed need to distance themselves entirely and go, oh, Nicola who? My memory fails me. And do a Nicola on her. Anyway, we'll have a look at this piece, see what's going on. Here goes. So, Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Murrell may be charged by police soon, fear SNP chiefs. I don't know why they fear it, because, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Well, that and prison. Long time in prison, and for some maybe longer than others. Operation Branchform has been ongoing for 2 years, but some within political spheres believe it is close to be reaching a conclusion one way or another, and we all know the way we'd like. We'd love to see her arrested in public, made to do the march of shame, him behind her, if they can find him. He'll be in a different place, obviously. Have to throw his trousers on a bit quickly. And then see them marched up there into the back of a paddy wagon and hauled off to the station, charged, bailed, told to appear, and then public trial, absolutely public trial. Prominent SNP figures fear the former nationalist power couple, Peter Murrell and Nicola Sturgeon, will be charged by police as part of Operation Branchform. Both were arrested and questioned under caution by detectives investigating the party's finances. We've done that before. And now members of the party believe that the probe is close to completion and could lead to the ex-First Minister and the Chief Executive being hauled up in front of a judge. We would love to see that. That's one of those, we want courtroom cameras. We want to watch every inch of that action. Rumours have abounded on social media that the next stage of the investigation will commence within the next few weeks. I've heard rumours that it's quite imminent. Days, not weeks. Don't mean like next 20 minutes or anything, no. Matter of days rather than weeks. This will either involve charges being brought against the SNP figures or the inquiry being dropped completely. Operation Branchform has been ongoing for 2 years, with the arrest of the couple and former Treasurer Colin Beattie happening in early 2023. Although we did do the video yesterday when we heard that they were looking at potential embezzlement, which means there's something serious. The fact that they're even mentioning possible embezzlement means they've found something. Several leading nationalists have told The Times that they believe a conclusion to the probe is imminent. One said, it feels this is now coming to a head and that these investigations are likely to result in charges being brought. And we absolutely want to see it. Look at them in that picture there. Smug, content, knowing that they're above the law. Oh boy, would we love to see that line being false. There are some opponents who believe Miss Sturgeon and Mr Murrell may be charged as early as this weekend. That's what I've heard, next few days. But Police Scotland have refused to comment on the active case. It would be a shocking downfall for the couple. Not surprising though. We know that they're all corrupt in the SNP. We know that they're all criminals. Although the former First Minister has repeatedly claimed that she is innocent of any wrongdoing. She can claim it all she likes, but nobody believes her. We previously told how Scotland's outgoing Chief Constable revealed the investigation had expanded from the initial complaint of 660,000 of ring-fence funds to now looking at misuse of funds and potential embezzlement. Sir Ian Livingstone said it had grown from an initial fraud probe. He said, investigations into the finances of an organisation, the finances of an individual, are often complex. Investigations around fraud or investigations around potential embezzlement or investigations around the misuse of funds take time. You need to go and obtain information from banks and other financial institutions. We can't just do that automatically. And then it's just going through all the stuff we've heard before about money missing, the big van, the camper van, things like that. The former First Minister has repeatedly claimed that she was innocent of any wrongdoing. It wasn't me. A big boy did it and ran away, she was saying. and her party have gathered around her to support her. Very dangerous thing to do if she's guilty, because you're now guilty by association. And you look at us. Oh, we're all hanging around the guilty one. Yeah, clinging to Nicola, we think it's possibly a bad idea, don't you? If someone is like that, you need to step away. You know, you need to protect yourself. And these people haven't done it. Speaking to journalists at Holyrood last month, Miss Sturgeon said, "To find myself in the situation I did when I am certain I have committed no offence." Now, you being certain you haven't doesn't mean you haven't, does it? She said it's both a shock and deeply distressing. It's not a shock to us because we just know you're all crooks. But it is deeply distressing when you see all that public money disappearing left, right and centre. 1.6 billion here, 500 million there. 8.5 million going for phones in prisons. 8.5 million a month paying for spin doctors rather than real doctors. That's distressing, Nicola. You being held up to account for for any potential wrongdoing that many people think you are have done. That's not distressing. Anyway, she said, that's right, yeah, no, she refused to proclaim that her husband was also not guilty. That's the one, she threw him under the bus. I did the video on that. That proved a very popular video, I must admit. An SNP spokesman said the SNP have been cooperating fully with this investigation. That's quite clearly a lie, and will continue to do so. Also clearly a lie. However, it is not appropriate to publicly address any issues while that investigation is ongoing. Well, you won't be addressing it when it's stopped either, will you? You won't address it at all because you are absolutely shit scared of the shit hitting the fan all over this, the big blue tent. Are they looking for bodies? Oh, bet she knows where the bodies are lying. I suspect she may well have done a deal, and I put that, and I think that's why she's thrown him under the bus. I think she's cut a deal. Remember she disappeared after her arrest. She disappeared for a week. I think she was holed up in some hotel with a team of lawyers, whole big legal team, working out the way to go ahead. And I think they've cut a deal. And I think she will walk away smelling of roses, and he will be thrown under the bus. So perhaps he'll end up in Barlinnie, sharing a cell, with Adam Graham. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Two big fat men. One who pretends to be a woman, the other who likes men. But the one who pretends to be a woman, no, not so interested in that penis, thank you very much. Oh, give him a hard time. Give him 10 years. Good enough. Hard labour, that's what he needs. Might shift a bit of that fat off. Anyway, there we go. So, yeah, hi ho, it's off to jail we go. Let's hope. We can but hope. So I'll keep you up to date on any news as it changes or updates. But obviously there. But we'll just all rejoice in the fact that there may well be charges coming. And boy, do we want to see them. Not just for this though. There's other things as well, because there is the Linden case. Yeah, we got to get through Jordan Linden yet, because they knew and covered up his misdoings, shall we say. And of course that makes them complicit, and if they didn't go to the police, they're liable for that as well. So you got this one, you got the Jordan Linden case, and of course now you've got the COVID deaths, and boy, it's going to be a hard time for her, and I cannot wait to see her poisonous little face all puckered like that. She's putting the weight on. She really is. Stress eating. Nom, 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 nom. Those Tunnocks tea cakes will be going down 10 to the dozen. Anyway, I shall round off and come up. I think we're all sitting here, bated breath, thinking, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And I tell you what, the day it happens, I will absolutely launch straight up. I'm going to keep an eye on it all the time now. I'm going to be constantly monitoring. And as soon as it happens, I'm doing the video. I'm going to be the first one out with a video. I absolutely am. I want to get up there. I tell you, it's going to give me so much joy. And I think it'll give a lot of people joy. I think it'll give people, even some people in the SNP, joy. Because what she has done, one way or another, with everything that she's done, is utterly destructive. I've got a story lined up to do, and I'll probably do it this afternoon. Another thing about justice, and it seems to me, and this is genuine, I think the SNP under her set out on a scorched earth policy. They want to turn Scotland into a lawless, unlivable, failed state. I'm pretty sure that it's deliberate. And when you see that this video, when I do the justice one, that'll be the next one. It might be the next one. I might put it forward. But see the justice one, and it's another example of what they're trying to do to make Scotland unlivable. It's deliberate, scorched earth by the SNP, a party that's been in power too long. And this is what happens. The likes of this, that abuse, the thing that they keep thinking they can get away with everything, that the law doesn't apply. And it's nice to see that the law may well apply. And we hope it applies on her 3 times. I'd like to see her in court 3 times for 3 different things and found guilty every time. It will send out the message that the big, the rich, the powerful, they're not above the law like they think they are. That'll wipe the smile off their fat, smug faces once and for all. And it may end even the entire SNP. It may collapse into itself like a black hole and just pop out of existence, saving the world. Hoping. Thanks very much for listening. If you like what you see here on the channel, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It's very important. It gets the message out. It gets the truth out there. And if you're watching me now, it takes a second if you're on the phone. Blip. Just, and done. Do press the like as well. That's great because the like spreads the word as well about this particular video, gets it out there. It helps with the algorithm. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. So stay safe, stay well, and remember, the truth is out there and it always eventually comes out. Bye.